Hi, it's the 1st of July 2020. Nobody's dead yet. Yeah, happy Canada Day. I spent it working. It was great. And by great, I mean it was the worst. And we are here to combine two types that have never been combined before. And by two types, I mean two games. And one of those games is Pokemon. And the types is a reference to the types from Pokemon, and this was a really bad throw, guys.
I didn't get it at first, but then as you started going, I was like, oh, it makes sense. I get it.
I should have been like, we were going to combine the evolution stone of one game with the Pokemon of Pokemon to evolve it into a new title.
Anyway.
And I am joined on this adventure by SD.
Just like Neil Druckmann's characters, I'm not allowed to be happy.
Eve.
Just me.
With your fancy new art, fancy new bust. Shonik the Sketchhog.
Raising!
Hi.
And Daryl, our mystery contributor slash CEO slash CFO slash HR representative slash social media expert slash fanfiction reader slash Yahoo answers whisperer.
I'll take a triple Mr. Mime Frappuccino with extra Jinx juice, please.
That's gross.
Oh man, don't say Jinx juice ever again.
Jinx juice is the new bear milk.
Have you looked at any of the food from the app? The Doug Trio sandwiches are so cute.
They're super cute.
Covering.
And today
I like the Snorlax cold drink.
My sister showed me like basically corgi butt butter Pokemon.
That one's a good one.
Trubbish flambe. That one's good.
I did not get as far as the Snorlax cold drink. Anyway, you may or may not have guessed from our Pokemon and food-related banter that we are mashing up Pokemon Cafe Mix with whatever games people are suggesting. You want to mix things up and somebody else can pick, somebody who's not me can pitch first. No? Alright, okay. Getting that resounding.
You should just pick one at random.
No, I don't want to like dump somebody. I don't want to like drop somebody in it. I'll go. So when my Streamlabs is done, I want to mash up Pokemon Cafe Mix with the Idol Master. And I want to make.
No!
I want to make
no!
Pokemon Stage Remix is my working title. And you make an idol group with Pokemon and other trainers, and you like dress everyone up in matching outfits and develop a routine for your like song that you're performing. And you go out, you perform. It's got like an RPG layer where you develop your stats, and people like bond with the Pokemon so that they can do new like idol dance moves. And like during the performances, you play like a rhythm mini game, and the better you do in the mini game, the more all your stats develop. And your goal is to become like a superstar Pokemon idol group.
Yeah.
That's. I feel like I was too solid here. There's no questions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's very straightforward. 100%.
I do have an immediate question. Have you played an Idol Master game?
I have never played an Idol Master game.
Okay, I am impressed that you settled on Idol Master. That's very interesting.
I did do some research on Idol Master titles to make sure I wasn't pitching things that are like not in Idol Master at all.
Nifty.
Yes.
The corner of the YouTube thing says Last of Us Part 2 is still.
Oh.
Yeah, are we doing like a surprise triple pitch?
Yeah, it's a surprise triple pitch. Thank you.
And then Joel goes up.
Thank you.
Before or after?
Right. He's like the surprise special guest at your idol shows.
Oh
no. I can't. It looks like I can't do Pokemon Cafe Mix on YouTube, which is probably why
that's weird.
This failed. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the thing. I'm gonna remove the game title for now. It should have gone away now. or should go away soon. For
Okay, I'm eager. Whoa! Oh no, we still got Last of Us.
I'm just
That's
gonna.
what she is, it's a little behind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Technical difficulties.
I'm gonna just put a random Pokemon game. Ooh, how about Pokemon Snap? There we go. With Pokemon Snap.
That's topical.
That's
I'm into
fine.
that.
Anyway,
What
that
Pokemon
was
like
that was my pitch. I will come up with something more dubious and less well written, so you guys have questions for me next time.
Yeah, that was pretty solid. I'd play that. I'd play the fuck out of that.
I know you'd play the fuck
So,
out of that. But
I
you're
want to
also
know
kind of a
how
degenerate.
Daryl is going to pitch Yick.
Ooh, no, I got way better ideas.
Oh. Is
Are you ready?
Daryl, you gonna do it?
No, I'm not gonna do a real pitch. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, Temtem. So instead of Pokemon in like a cafe puzzle game, it's a bunch of fucking Tems. Wouldn't that be sick? Or
You're
are they
the
called
worst.
Temtems? I think Tems are different than Temtems. I think Tems are the thing from Undertale, and then Temtems are the not Pokemon thing.
I just realized I had so little faith that you were going to have a pitch. I didn't even change your pitch slide. It still
I
says
mean,
Last of Us.
I assumed you were keeping the hipster because that's most likely what you two were gonna pick.
No, I didn't change the
I-
background behind his thing, so it still says Last of Us Part 2.
To be honest, like I don't know, 3 weeks ago, my Yick pitch for Best Friends Forever, I thought that was pretty solid. I thought that was a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, and like to be impressive, you have to keep on doing it every single week. Yick every
Yeah,
week,
it's
baby.
too late now. The streak is too broken.
I got my Neon Genesis Evang Pokemon pitch ready to go later. Anyway,
God damn it. Are you just gonna do this every week?
yes, every week. Who's pitching?
Interesting.
Who's legit pitching? And it's not going to
I
be
see
like
my name on the YouTube screen, but there's nothing there.
yeah. Just I
part two.
clicked on the wrong thing. It's fine. This stream's going to go super good. Are you? Does that constitute you volunteering, SD?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Oh, I need to do something like this laggy ass.
I'm gonna see if the picture loads up so that Shauna and Daryl can see mine.
I can see it. I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you. I put a lot of thought into it.
Oh, what's happened? No.
I believe you know. Oh, okay.
Oh no. Oh man, it's the road trip simulator. Okay.
Okay, my first question is how often do you get a new recipe?
I assume that every level you finish, you get a new
Oh
recipe.
fuck! Oh, can you make fucking pot noodle?
What? It's cup noodles.
Cup noodle, right? Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. My DSP lore, it's way too weak.
Yeah, and so just have like, the little I've come up with a new recipe quick after every single level, and it would be great.
The final level is fucking prawn cup noodle.
Okay, like this.
So
So
I did became cup noodle.
so is it still like a road trip but with Pokemon and you cook things?
It's just the orb game, except everything's just skinned with Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
That's it. It's just a reskin.
It's all just.
I just think it'd be really. I mean, I don't know how to work out the road trip. I assume the level system would be like that because it'd be less open world, or is it just every time you stop somewhere, you gotta do a fucking bubble game?
It's 150 levels of different kinds of cup noodle.
Okay.
Different kinds of false advertising cup noodle. Oh,
I think there's probably a space in the indie market for like the cup noodle game.
Oh, I'd be surprised if such a thing doesn't already exist.
I don't know. It's like pretty grimy. But now I want it. I want it to exist.
Okay, Google, how many kinds of cup noodle are there?
SD, is there like is Prompto or a Prompto like character in this? Because that's the most important.
No, of
thing to
course.
me.
Like how they have all the little Pokemon characters on the side, just you have the characters.
Okay.
He takes
My
pictures.
sister-
That's his special ability.
Yeah. I actually pitched it to my sibling, and she said it'd be funny because you just see like all the other guys around these like really tiny tables with their like gigantic human-sized bodies, and that's all she pictured.
All right. Who is pitching?
Does Shauna have one this week?
It's I didn't like do a slide because
You don't
It's
have a.
awesome.
I have not permissioned you with a slide yet.
I wouldn't permission me with anything. So I thought of something. It's not good.
That's okay.
No,
We don't do good pitches here. We only do bad pitches.
That's true. So mine is Five Nights at Freddy's.
You making pizzas?
See, you gotta. Maybe you're Scott Coffin. I don't know.
You're literally playing a Scott Coffin.
You have to make specific dishes, pizzas, whatever the fuck, to appease the Pokemon animatronics to not kill you.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And you're playing as Scott Coffin, and like there's a stress system. When you get too stressed out, you can read the Bible to calm
There you
yourself
go.
down.
I didn't realize that this is
Or
a
just look at
duet.
your bank balance.
Okay, I want to know what makes preparing food in this game as stressful as doing all the regular, like all the normal Five Nights at Freddy's stuff.
I assume you have a couple orders going at once, because there's a few different animatronics coming at you at the same time. You gotta like time out like cook times and shit.
No, it's all just Springtrap. Just non-stop Springtrap.
Oh, hang on, wait. You're cooking whilst the animatronics are still trying to... So it's Five Nights at Freddy's, but but you're trying to cook stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I hate it. I love it and I hate it at the same time. It's horrible in a way that Five Nights only can be.
I can totally see like the premise. It's like the same premise as the first game, except like there's even less staff working there now. So not only are you the security guard, you're also like the prep cook. So you gotta get all this food ready.
Your shift ends at 6 a.m. The animatronics all shut off. And you gotta prep for the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's what working in a real kitchen feels like.
There you go. Where all my food service homies at?
Don't make me relive it.
Ugh.
So that was your whole pitch?
I think they're making a new one of those games, aren't they?
They're always making
Yeah,
a new
never stop.
one.
I guess it's like an actual dev team this time, like not Scott.
So
really?
are you
Yeah.
done your pitch?
Yeah,
or-
it sucks. Go, move on.
My pitch is Odin Sphere, the Rabbit Cafe. So similar
Are we
to
doing,
S.
like regular one or less.
Less. It would be the less of sphere with the.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get the high definition in there.
Yeah. Need those HD features.
Exactly. So it would be similar in the sense where you do the matching thing similar to Pokemon, but instead of the Pokemon faces, it would be the different foods, like the little sheep beef and the apples and the whichever. And but there would be the aspect of collecting food as well. I don't know if it would be you're collecting as like the actual characters or you're collecting as pukas. But yeah, if it was pukas, it would be less about the being in the battlefield would be less about fighting and more about collecting stuff and staying hidden. Well, the cooking part would basically be the reskinned, but with like the various ingredients that Odin Sphere has to make their delicious foods.
So when you said that, I just picture like you see like the fight going on in the background of like Gwendolyn taking out like the army of the fairies, and you just see like the puka in the foreground like trying to avoid it and pick up like fucking jalapenos.
Yeah, exactly. You'd even come across parts where like you Gwendolyn can show up and like plant a thing, and then you steal her food before she can eat it.
You just like trying to pick up carrots. There's like a really intense scenes going on in the background.
I dig it. I dig it. You're like just trying to gather food whilst there's like a fucking battle happening.
Oh, there's like several wars going on.
Yeah, and then the core part of the game would be the matchy things.
I just want to say a paper straw for a Slurpee is fucking awful.
It saves the planet.
It's true, yeah. Planet, nothing bad's gonna happen to the planet anymore.
This poor fucking limp straw. Oh my god.
All right, we'll
Oh, don't you have a horribly inappropriate, lore-friendly Evangelion pitch to
Oh
throw at us?
yeah, but we'll do that once everyone's started. We pick something to draw and people are drawing and
Okay,
stuff.
cool.
I don't
Also,
wanna...
real quick, I went to look up games based around cup noodles, and like on the first page, Final Fantasy 15 tricked me into buying cup noodles.
Did DSP post that?
Remember the DS?
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got Final Fantasy 15, Idolmaster, Odin Sphere Rabbit Cafe, Five Nights at Freddy's, and whatever the fuck Daryl said.
Whatever the fuck, indeed. I for once am going to. I'm going to vote for Idolmaster. I'm into that. That's cool. I like that one.
I want to know what Duncan wants to vote for.
It's real tough. I might cross party lines and vote for myself.
Oh.
Can you put me on Eve's?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I like Final Fantasy just because of the meme stuff, but like the Odin Sphere one's got some good shit.
Oh, this might get
The Odin Sphere one is almost like Final Fantasy, but with like a couple different additives and different art style.
It's more artsy. It's not fucking bachelor party road trip simulator.
Yeah, boy band road trip simulator.
I am gonna vote for Odin Sphere because I want to see people draw Odin Sphere stuff again.
No, that's fair.
That's my reason for picking it. So Eve, Shonik.
I also just really don't want to draw animatronics.
Yeah, that's
They're
fair.
just robot furries.
Robot furries. I mean, I guess it's true.
You
but
fucking
also,
look me in the eyes and tell me I'm wrong.
I guess it's true, but it's also
Yeah,
very
out of
funny.
everybody who suggested the robot furries, it was Shonik.
Yeah, I was surprised. With
The
that,
irony.
You gotta face your fears.
Shonik's.
I really love the idea of Five Nights at Freddy's where you're like a line chef, but I don't see
guard.
the Pokemon brand ever even ironically attaching the Pokemon brand to that. It doesn't like add to the appeal.
Yeah. Oh man. Give it like because I mean like fucking Toby Fox is all in with Nintendo now. Give it a few years, maybe Scott Cawthon too.
Put me on Odin Sphere.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right,
That's
Put me on Odin
yeah.
Sphere.
Assumedly, you're voting on your own thing.
My second choice probably would have been the Five Nights at Freddy's, but
Oh, really?
I also do not want to draw animatronics.
What? You don't want to draw
God.
Pokemon in like cute idol outfits?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
no,
that's
you're right. I was
weird
tempted
idea.
on that one. I legitimately was tempted on that one.
I'm not a furry, so it wasn't.
So anyway, Pokemon Sphere Rabbit Cafe.
Alternative
like
is the
Arouser.
Puka Kitchen. That's the other food
Pokemon.
place.
Pokemon? Go fuck yourself.
Oh dear.
What's like the collecting side of it? Like in the Pokemon Cafe Mix game, you actually recruit the Pokemon into your stuff and collect them.
Yeah. So as it goes, anybody who has not played this game, you can play as free on the
I was
the
going
phone.
to today, but I decided to take apart my entire Animal Crossing town again.
I was going to, then I saw what the game was.
So
Having played an hour of the game, Shonik, I agree with you.
I played a bit of it. I
Nintendo
played
like
quite a bit of it. So Pokemon will come to your little shop, and then they will want like a tea or a smoothie or whatever you have unlocked as an availability thing. And you make it, and different Pokemon have different like good things that they can do. So Charmander's good with tea because he's fire, and so his bar goes up faster when you make matches. And that's basically the game. And you swirl, you make combos by swirling the Pokemon. Almost every single thing in the game is match something next to this to do a thing with it. Typically it's like it'll break it or pop the bubble or get rid of the oil that's on it, and then you'll have on the side a goal of everything you want. And yeah, that's basically a game. You get Pokemon as they become friends with you. That's a game.
Yeah, but so I want to know in the Rabbit Cafe version what you collect instead of a Pokemon.
Oh, what you collect as bonuses?
As like so in
Or like
Cafe Mix,
staff members?
Yeah, in Cafe Mix, like you each time a Pokemon comes in, if you serve it and it's happy, eventually it'll join your staff, and you get to see it in the cute cafe outfit, which is one of the main actual draws of that game. I think anyway.
The food. Because the food's like alive, like the carrots and stuff run around, and the sheepies and the chickens.
I don't know if I'd want to join a cafe that's cooking my brother in.
That's fine.
I just pictured like
they don't know any better.
I just pictured like cute different Puka joining your cafe.
Yeah, that was the other one, but I was like, yeah, Pukas are kind of boring. Like...
So here's my pitch for that. Is it's Pukas, but they all have to cosplay the actual Odin Sphere characters.
Thank you, Duncan.
It's like a cosplay. It's the Odin Sphere cosplay cafe.
I love it. I love it, Duncan.
There we go. Yeah, it's literally.
It's all Odin Sphere Pokemon.
There we go. Yeah, all the lore is coming together now.
That's what I'm here for. I'm just an enabler.
Is that Odin Sphere is made by the same people who made that like weird big titty witch
Dragon's
fighting
Crown?
game? Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Vanillaware.
Right. They're also doing 13 Sentinels something now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
the game where I was like, hey, this reminds me of SMT because of this one character.
Yeah, it's kind of like Atlas adjacent, or like Atlas is publishing.
Yeah,
that one,
yeah. I don't think the outfit is just. It seems to be like an anime trope. Because there's a character in JoJo's who dresses like that as well.
Yeah. The guy with like the big pompadour thing. Yeah, I remember that guy.
No, not the pompadour. The hat, the like flat cap with the symbol on the front of it that looks like you belong to an evil secret police.
Oh, okay. I see. Right. Yeah, because I watched the trailer a while ago and I was like, oh, this is marginally interesting.
I mean, they didn't, like, show any gameplay?
No, it was, no, nothing that would be.
That's always, like,
characters talking to each other.
In my, like, book of things, that's a big old black mark is your trailer doesn't actually contain any gameplay.
Yeah. What's the
gameplay trailers with no gameplay? They would never.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that wasn't entitled as a gameplay trailer though. It was just
the
trailer. It's
very. What's there? Like everyone's got like a big like spirit mech or some shit.
Something like that.
Sentinels. It's the newest Vanillaware game. I'm marginally interested. Yeah. Who's a cat? You're a cat. Yes.
No, I'm not a cat, Daryl. Jesus.
You have yet to realize it. Yeah, right.
You already. I thought, according to your stupid meme, I was supposed to be a cat by 2023.
Oh, you remember that one?
Yeah. Do I get to get?
And then everyone becomes a cat.
Do I get to get mad at the American Democratic government if I am not a cat by 2023? I'm like, you failed to deliver on your agenda.
That would be far from the craziest thing that happens on Twitter.
It's not. It's not inaccurate.
Wonderful. Oh fuck! Oh man, Twitter.
It's nothing but love and acceptance on Twitter.
My favorite platform. It's the best. Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Twitter.
Okay, so I guess I'll get this Neon Genesis Evan Pokemon pitch. Thou shalt not catch them all out of the way.
Did you say thou?
Yes, I said thou.
Okay.
That's intentional. That was not a slip of the tongue. It's written here in my notepad document that's right in front of me.
Oh man, the fact that you wrote this out ahead of time is concerning.
I noticed when I was going back over the thing that I stumble over my words when I'm doing pictures and stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna write some notes and have some stuff in front of me so I know what I'm
I
saying.
think it's okay if you stumble in this particular context, but by all means, carry on.
So it's set in a different era of the Pokemon world where Pokemon have evolved into like giant and terrifying mega beasts. They're really scary now. Even the cute ones are, it's like, oh yeah, this thing could just like walk into our town and we'd lose half our town because it doesn't care about us because it's huge. And there's a small number of people who can command mega beasts, and they're all emotionally traumatized teenagers. So Professor Gendo forces his son Shinji Ketchum out into the world to form a bond with mega beasts and protect the last few human settlements. It's an action survival RPG. Its unique mechanic is that you could basically shift between a tactical view where you are telling your mega beast to do stuff, to like attack or breathe fire, and a local view for Shinji as you like run around and avoid the raining destruction that can only happen when two giant monsters fight each other. Yes.
Have you played the mech game that plays like that?
No, I didn't know there was a mech game that played like that.
I have it. It's on PS2.
Okay.
Wait, what's it called?
I don't remember the exact name. I'll see if I can remember later
that
after.
does actually sound vaguely familiar though.
Yeah, you play as a mech pilot, but the mech pilot has basically it's a PlayStation controller, and they also have like a little bit of hovery boots things, so they can get around, and so they can like fly up and be on the shoulder of the mech while they pilot the mech.
Oh no, nothing that cool. Think more like Shadow of the Colossus, where two Colossuses are fighting. And you're telling your Colossus to like do a thing whilst trying to not get crushed.
I feel like these are similar levels of cool.
So and then the so you fight alongside your Mega Beast, and as you develop, you will learn like new commands and abilities for it. And then the other system in the game is dialogue that's influenced by your emotional state. And if you pick too many dialogue options that direct you to do self-care, you'll lose your trauma and the game instantly ends.
I feel like this could in the like really shitty looking Evangelion one-on-one fighting game. I'm not sure whether this is true or not. I can't remember. But I feel like Shinji has a dummy plug move where he just starts screaming and goes berserk. I feel like you could do some good stuff with like a heavily self-harming super move for your beast that just like puts you into a catatonic state for a long time.
Yeah, there's like the game has some potential as an actual video game. I just I'm not an executive at a AAA studio, so I'd never get to make
get on
this.
that.
No, I don't. I absolutely don't.
That's true.
I'd have visions of making cool things, and then I would end up just making the same thing every other AAA studio makes.
Think about the profit.
I don't really care about the profit.
FIFA every
That's
year.
my man.
And yeah, instead there's not 3 starter Pokemon. There's only 1 starter Pokemon. Somehow it's your dead mom.
It's your dead mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Like, I know it's perfunctory, but I have to... I have to make sure that there's no confusion over these aspects of the game.
Yeah, I respect that. Yes.
Somebody in the VODs to be like, oh, Duncan, I listened to your Evangelion pitch, but you didn't say what the deal with the dead mom was.
That'd be Daryl messaging you after the thing. He'd be like, what's the dead mom?
It's one of the many sock puppet accounts I have set up to harass people about Evangelion lore. I get a lot of mileage out of those.
If you liked Shinji's dead mom, write in the comments. Hit that subscribe button.
I like the subversive opening of like instead of waking up in your house and your mom's like, oh, go get a Pokemon. And then you go get a Pokemon. Instead, it's like you coming back to your hometown after all these years and having to go meet up with your shitty, horrible dad who forces you to control a big monster.
Otherwise, he's gonna force an injured to shit teenager to like
Exactly.
do it for you, and you're like, well, shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure where like some sort of like approximation of Ray would exist in this game.
Yeah, Ray's complicated, isn't she?
It's like, I don't know, cloning exists in the Pokemon universe, and
Yeah,
I can't be like,
peasy.
I can't be like, oh, it's too dark.
Is Ray
because-
missing now?
If she's Mewtwo, wouldn't that mean that like Shinji's mom is Mew?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
So
Bam.
Mew is the mech. There you
Yeah.
go.
There we go. It's all coming together.
Which is strange because Mew's based after a fetus.
Also, when do we find out that Shinji's been in a coma the whole time?
Oh fuck! He's not supposed to spoil the end.
Okay, I got it. It's Ray is in this. She's not a clone. She is a version of Shinji who was born female, who traveled from an alternate timeline to try and stop the formation of alternate timeline, because like that's the only thing that makes anime plots better is like hackneyed fucking time travel.
Stupid time travel.
Or smart time travel. Stupid time travel is nearly always beneficial. It's nearly always hilarious. Smart time travel is what always makes things shit, because people try and be too clever and then it doesn't make any sense.
What I like about time travel is that it keeps plots nice and simple.
Shout out to Steins Gate that made most of its plots not about time travel.
I love Steins Gate.
Yeah. I really want to play the game sometimes, but I'm like, this is going to suck up like 20 or 30 hours of my life.
Aren't there like 5 different VNs in that universe or something?
Yeah, because they can now do the thing where they're like, oh, this VN is an alternate timeline where blah 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 happened. Like, whatever happened.
I don't want the statue that I'm using for reference now. I like it.
Oh, the Gwendolyn statue?
Yeah.
I fucking bet it costs like $1 bajillion $50.
I don't know. It's on Amazon. Let's see how much it is.
I'm pretty sure I know the one you're talking about because I too want that statue.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Okay,
yeah.
so this one looks like a cheap knockoff for $30 made in China, and then there's one that's $322. That sounds more like it's right.
Are they just
Okay,
they're-
but do you think
they're
Wish
literally
has one for $20?
Pardon?
Do you think Wish has one for $20?
Oh,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, but
God.
it's just a Puka cosplaying as Gwendolyn.
Yeah,
That'd be
but that's
awesome.
fine.
They
That's
just
fine.
They buy the expensive one, they create a mold out of it, and then they just like without all the extra like details, and they just paint over that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that sounds like something you could buy it expensive and make your money back by like cheaply replicating it.
We did? Oh, okay, yeah, we did Odin Sphere.
Odin Sphere, Raziel, or Soul Reaver.
No, but we also pitched Odin Sphere last season. I don't think we actually did it, but I have it in the list of like I have it in my logos from last season. I just don't think we used it in the end. But I know we did it in like season 1, right?
Yeah.
That was the last time we did Odin Sphere, which is why I
Soul
was
Reaver.
like, I was excited to revisit it again. I'm not excited to revisit this logo, TBH. It's super detailed, and I'm not sure I'm gonna like, break it into smaller pieces. But you know, burn that bridge when I get there.
I've never heard that one before. I like that.
My old boss used to say that the what's it, a malformism, a malafor. That's it, a malafor.
Malaproper.
No, a malafor.
What the fuck's a malaproper again?
I don't know what a malaproper is. Oh, the actual malafor is we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, okay. A malaproper is a word that sounds correct, but isn't.
Oh, that's a lot of things we say. So Pokemon plus Odin Sphere, Rabbit Cafe, game titles.
Or Puka Kitchen.
Or Puka Kitchen. We can't. Come on. I'd just be like Pokemon Kitchen.
That's why I picked Rabbit Cafe.
Okay. It's just hang on. Is it Poka?
Yeah, 2-2-0.
What was that word you used? Malafor?
Yes. That's
I
when
want-
you Malafor is when you intentionally combine common sayings in bad with like in incorrectly, intentionally do it wrong.
Ooh, you know what my mom mixed 2 words the other day?
Mm.
And she went, "You dirk," and then immediately looked at my sister and went, "That's a jerk and a dick." And my sister was like, "Me and my limited Homestuck knowledge, what?" And I laughed pretty hard. Dirk. Yeah, she shouted dirk.
All right, so saying the feline has been released from the sack instead of the cat's out of the bag, or saying things that are close to right but are totally wrong, such as "let's get this shoe on the toad." Both of those can be malapropers.
That fucking cat one sounds like an increasingly verbose one.
Yeah. So I think technically burning that bridge when you get there is technically a malaproper. Because one of the examples that TV Tropes uses is, "Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?"
I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones.
Make like a tree and leave.
Trying to make like a hedgehog and roll out of here.
No.
Oh, yeah. This other article I'm looking about Malafors says that it's a blend of malapropism and metaphor.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
So, Cheryl,
What?
what are some good Yahoo questions for Odin's?
Wait, actually, no, wait, give me a sec. I have a really good Pokemon one for you here. All right, here we go.
I was super scared of Pokemon, so I said Odin's.
So this is the top result when you look up Pokemon. Here we go. From a decade ago. Tell me about Pokemon. Description: Pokemon. What are the answers from 6 years ago? Pokemon. It's like one of those memes where it's like Revolver Ocelot, Revolver Ocelot, Revolver Ocelot, Revolver Ocelot. Yeah.
And
boy.
back on
Buffalo,
to another
Buffalo.
tally and Daryl linking it back to Metal Gear.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we got to talk. Well, anyways, let's see if anyone said anything about Odin Sphere.
I mean, everything's
Probably gonna
about
be like,
Metal Gear.
should
really.
I play Odin Sphere or
How do I beat the apocalypse book?
NBA 2K10?
Oh yeah, that was like the facetious but not facetious question I was going to ask. Is at the end of Puka Cafe, Pokemon Puka Cafe, Odin Sphere Cafe Mix. Oh man, maybe we should cop out and just call it Odin Sphere Cafe Mix.
Yeah, if you want to.
Odin
I'm
Sphere,
okay with that.
Odin Sphere Rabbit Cafe Mix. Done. Ship it. Except, is that right? Or no, it's Puka Cafe and Rabbit Kitchen, right?
Daryl
It doesn't matter. Just do Puka Cafe.
Okay.
What?
But yeah,
No one's gonna be like, "Oh, it doesn't make sense." If it's not Puka Kitchen.
what I was going to ask was in this game, do you, when you get to the very, very, very last like section of the game, do you have to answer a bunch of questions having actually read the text in the game properly? And if you don't, you just like fail and lose and die.
Oh, is that a
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
The last chapter of Odin Sphere demands that you answer certain like not like dialogue, like choices, choice forks with each character.
So what it is there's 5 bosses and 5 characters. If you do not pick the correct character for the correct boss, you will get the bad ending.
Okay. And it's pretty, some of them are really obvious, but a couple of them are really lore heavy to be like, oh, this is the person that needs to go fight that boss. I think it's like Titania is really obvious, but the rabbit guy, the Puka guy, is not.
I'm pretty sure it's his
Yeah,
grandfather
The
that was
Puka fights his grandfather. Or does no? So there's 2 3-headed ones. One of them's his grandfather. One of them's Violet. What's her name? No,
Violet and her brother Ingwe.
is her name Violet?
Yes.
I know it's a V.
Making me doubt myself once.
I know. Sphere. It's a V for sure. I just don't know if it's Violet.
It's Violet.
Okay. Violet's brother turns into one, and then the Puka's dad is, or the Puka's grandfather is the original one. They're both bosses. The Puka, I believe. No, I think the Puka fights her brother, and Oswald fights the old one because the old one is like, haha, you're not a king, but it turns out he is of royal lineage. What's her face? The fairy
Mercedes
fights. Yeah, she fights the Fire King.
Fire King Odin.
No, Fire King Onyx.
Onyx, that was his name.
Yeah, because he's like, Yggdrasil is the one to defeat me. And Gwendolyn is obviously the dragon at the end.
Yeah.
I have to ask, do they just take like European mythological names at random and then just throw them in? Like, is that
No.
No,
no.
it's very much like Odin is the
King of the Valkyries.
yeah, he's king of the
That
Valkyries.
doesn't sound
Odette
accurate.
is the queen of the underworld.
Right,
It's-
Odette's the underworld. What was Mercedes' mom's name? It's the city
Titania, Titania.
right? Okay, that fits.
in the art book, it says they remember her name because of the car.
That's so dumb.
And then what was it? Gwendolyn and her sister Griselda.
Yeah.
Yeah, which are Odin's daughters, not Gruntilda.
These mostly seem to be picked at random.
It's, how do I describe it? It's like a reimagining of a lot of the mythology.
Okay, sure, yeah.
I sort of imagine it like the same way that Hollywood do an adaptation of movies of other cultures and like casually get things grossly wrong, but don't necessarily make like bad movies.
Okay, yeah.
It's like that, but it's Japan looking at other countries' mythology, and given how much the rest of us have all bastardized Japanese mythology for one reason or another,
I don't know what you're talking about.
it would be mean to begrudge them that much, you know. Like, fucking leave our culture alone. Our mythology is so important and shit.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't know, is Titania an actual mythological figure, or did Shakespeare just make that shit up? I'm not actually sure. It's probably
I'm not
real.
sure.
It's probably a thing. I gotta double check. He might have just made that shit up. Yeah, I think he might have just made that fucking shit up. Yeah, that was just Shakespeare just made that shit up. It's not she's not a character from a. He just like what Queen of the Fairies, Titania. All right, cool.
Who fell in love with a donkey.
I presume that Oberon's okay. Well, that fits with Midsummer Night Dream because that's what happens in that.
I wasn't saying that was from the game.
No,
there are
nothing to do with that in the game.
For some reason, I thought donkeys showed up at some point.
In Odin's Sphere?
Yeah, I felt like there was some sort of donkey
Have
presence.
you played?
No, of course not. Come on.
Okay.
No, of course not.
You
You should. It's really good.
Yeah. Is it so? Is it the best Vanillaware game though?
It's probably my favorite. I can't say that means it's the best. I'm just saying it's probably.
What else they did? Grim Grimoire, and then they did big titty witch fighting game, right? Isn't that it?
No, they did a bunch of
Jennifer.
games. They also did that the Switch game.
Oh, the Switch game. I like that one.
Do you even know what game I'm talking about? Or are you just being?
I don't know what game you're talking about.
Muramasa.
Oh, I love Muramasa. That was in the Wii also.
That was a port, right? Because it was originally on
It was on the Wii and then the Vita, and it actually isn't on Switch yet.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've never seen this before. Interesting.
I fucking love Muramasa.
It's like a game.
They also have that if you want to play it.
So they have their games developed: Fantasy Earth, Ring of Dominion, Grim Grimoire, Odin Sphere, Kumata Tanachi, Muramasa, the Demon Blade, Grand Knight's History, Dragon's Crown, and then 13 Sentinels.
Dragon's Crown
Aegis.
is the booby one.
Yeah, yes. How could I forget? Yes.
Oh, 13 Sentinels is already out in Japan.
Yes, yeah, I think I feel like fuck, give me a sec. Okay, so it is worldwide release coming up. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. That's why Atlas has been pushing that. That makes sense. So I've been holding on to this for a few minutes now. Here we go.
Is this the one you were laughing at?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Games like Odin Sphere, beautiful RPG games like that. This isn't the top answer, but here's an answer. Skyrim is fun.
Written by Todd Howard.
I know, fucking Todd Howard. I don't like RPG games, so IDK. I just imagine like anytime anyone asks about like any RPG, it's like, have you tried Skyrim? But buy Skyrim.
Todd Howard every few
Fuck.
years.
Todd Howard's like paying this person under the table. Yes.
No, Todd Howard has like copied his brain to the internet. There are as many versions of Todd Howard's brain on the internet as there are versions of Skyrim in the wild, so we're all in trouble.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank you, kind stranger.
Oh, did we just get a super chat?
No, I wish, but somebody on Spriter's resource has ripped all of the sprites from the Odin Sphere title screen, which includes clean letters from the words Odin Sphere.
Sick.
Nice.
So I don't have to spend ages like cutting individual things out. I was hoping you're gonna have a few more things for us, Daryl. Has it been that thin, or did you just have that one thing and stop looking?
No, I need to hold on that one because it pleases me so greatly. We'll see if I can dig anything else up. Also, there's a major stumbling block in my efforts, and that fucking Archive Our Own won't send me a goddamn invite so I can make a fucking account. Come on, son of a bitch.
You want to just borrow my Surface tablet and use mine?
No.
Okay.
I'm not sure I want to know about all the people, all the like really terrible Odin Sphere crossovers.
Ooh.
I mean, he can still read them. It's just some of them are locked, and I think that's what's angering him.
Yeah, that all the really terrible ones are are locked. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okami, Odin Sphere, or Persona 3? IDK, which to choose? I have never played a Persona game, and I think Okami looks interesting. And IDK about they typed like that SpongeBob meme. Odin Sphere, help! And then we've got 3 immediate replies, all saying Okami, which is quite interesting. Yeah.
So I like Okami, but I would pick Odin Sphere over Okami.
Interesting.
It's really weird having one of those questions and not one of the things being like, oh, should I get like Shadow of the Colossus, Persona, or Army of Two?
Yeah, should I get Black Ops?
Army of Two is such a deep story.
Taught me a lot about the military-industrial complex.
You really
guys,
feel like it's just two?
Guys, should I buy Undertale, Army of Two? Can't decide.
I should pick Army of Two sometime.
Do you think Goku would win against an army of 2?
If the Army of Two is two more Gokus, then maybe.
Fuck. So 3 Gokus total?
Yes, but 2 of the Gokus have to fight the other 1 Goku.
Ooh.
Only the real Goku will come out on top.
Someone's from a decade ago is trying to emulate Odin Sphere on PCX2, and because it was a decade ago, they're using version 0.9.6. Oh baby, don't even try. Waste of time. Shit. Let me tell you, I'm running 1.6 and I'm having problems.
What?
That's why we don't let Daryl do things.
Yeah, I really don't know why you guys keep me around.
entertainment value.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Also, I need somebody
Odin
to make
Sphere
jokes.
cutscenes? Please help! Do you know if there's a site in which I can download the cutscenes from the game, quote unquote, Odin Sphere? Thank you very much!
Thank you very much!
Top response, I haven't found one. This website is fucking nuts. It's like, I can't put myself in that mindset being like, ooh, this person must be really concerned about Odin Sphere cutscenes. I better post to let them know that I haven't been able to turn anything up. Man, the internet was a different place in 2010 or whenever the fuck this was posted. Oh.
I mean, how many like years of internet do you have to skip before the internet becomes like a really noticeably different place? Like 5 years, 10 years?
I'm thinking
2 weeks.
6 months, maybe. A day.
No, it's more than that. It's more than that. If you look
Still
at
a
like
little more.
the history of YouTube layouts, for example, if you skip like a couple of years, it's like a few small things. But if you go
feel
back
like you're in
to
a meeting all of a sudden.
if you go
No
to like
matter where you come.
mid 2000s YouTube layouts, it's like, oh golly gee, wow, there's a reason this is in the cold dark history of the internet.
Early Facebook layouts.
Early Facebook wasn't as like tragic as early YouTube.
That's true.
At least like early Facebook knew what it was designed for, whereas early YouTube still thought it was a video blogging platform.
Ah, I see. Is Odin Sphere a particularly difficult game?
Eve made the exact same noise.
The exact same time. It depends. There are some difficult parts in it, but overall, I wouldn't say it's a very difficult game.
It's
I've
like
got a post here.
it's grindable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just sit there eating egg on toast for like 3 hours, and you can defeat the boss.
Just like real life.
Delicious egg on toast.
It's great because you can just take it with you. It's like the best.
I
You should just fucking farm
And pralines. Pralines and cookies.
I've got a post here from someone who is apparently stuck hopelessly on the second alchemy tutorial. Is that bad?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that even out of the fucking battle level? Like the
Yeah, I think so. Because I'm pretty sure the battle level only really teaches you. Like, I'm pretty sure the majority of the alchemy stuff teaches you in the forest.
Okay.
At least for Gwendolyn.
I wish I knew more about this game so I could tell what's pathetic and what's not.
Well,
Only
Play
one
it.
way to do that. Yeah.
Man.
I do love in that game how you would like grow fruit trees on the battlefield.
Yeah.
grow the sheep.
Grow damn sheep.
Oh boy.
Gotta
we
grow
got a
them
hot
sheep,
take
hit them
here.
a few times, and turn into a perfectly, like, ready to cook
Somebody-
piece of meat.
Talking about how shit Odin Sphere is.
Here we go.
How
Odin Sphere
dare.
and Persona 3, PS2. In today's modern gaming world of 8 years ago, are these quote-unquote classics still worth playing? Top response. Persona 3 is very good. It's highly praised by RPG fans. Odin Sphere is okay. Worth playing.
Okay, I've been on the internet. As you guys all know, I've been on the internet.
Yeah, I get that feeling from you, yes.
And I've read the sort of things that RPG quote fans close quote write, and I would not take their hot opinion on almost anything, especially not if it's related to RPGs of any kind.
Do you know that Nocturne is the best game ever made?
It is featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, so
God, it really is.
there's only
He's fully in that game.
Yeah, but
there's
well-
only 8 games featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, and 6 of them are Devil May Cry games. So
What else? Oh, right, he's in fucking PlayStation All Stars.
Mhm.
Oh man, how
Actually,
could I forget?
oh no, sorry, I lied because he's in Beautiful Joe as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Interesting.
he's an unlockable character in Beautiful Joe.
I'm amazed he didn't end up in a Soul Calibur.
Yeah, well, don't
Yet.
Actually,
we're probably. I'd say we're like 4 months out from him being. In
man,
Smash.
I might
Give
actually
or-
be wrong because he might be. Was he in Marvel vs. Capcom as well?
Oh,
think
that's
so.
that's quite possible. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so basically, I take back everything I said. Fucking
Yeah, you
uh,
really screwed this time.
Dante is a tawdry hoe who sleeps around and tries to get that fucking featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry sticker on every game. He'll probably be put in Smash like any day now.
Personally, I want more Nero features. When's Nero gonna get more time in the spotlight? He's my favorite deadweight.
I kind of liked his gameplay in the first game he was in because it was very much like noob friendly Devil May Cry. Yeah, Devil May Cry 4. It was very noob friendly Devil May Cry. Like when I first
Some
started.
of Devil May Cry is just like really like 2 is like really bad, right? Like 2 is just like hot trash.
Two's.
I just think it got overshadowed by 3. I think that was.
I always heard that 2 you could just like stand in a corner and press the shoot button and just like win every single encounter. That's what I've heard. I've seen like the videos of like people just like walking around enemies and they just can't hit you at all unless you're standing still.
I as a child couldn't even get past the first level in Devil May Cry 3. I had to get help.
I believe, wasn't that because Devil May Cry 3 is like extra hard in the English version? Or is that a different game I'm thinking about?
I remember struggling once I got to like chapter 7 or 8 of DMC3, but I don't remember it being like hard.
Why are you me?
Like since
Sorry.
Daryl name dropped it before, I found Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne harder than Devil May Cry 3. I rage quit that game because of its stupid difficulty.
Nocturne's a fucking bitch.
What do you?
And by that I mean I'm playing Nocturne like right now, like not like right now, but I'm actually playing Nocturne.
Are you past the areas where you have to have death immunity equipped? Otherwise, you might just instantly lose the game if you're unlucky.
No, I have beaten Matador though. Matador is always the, as they say, the casual filter boss.
I obviously like to drop the little games design nuggets, like I'm so fucking knowledgeable and stuff, but.
Yeah, it seems to me you are the expert, Mark.
Stop.
You can say any number of nice things about Nocturne that you like, but I think if you have an RPG with like a skill tree with a bunch of unlockable skills that you cannot equip, because if you don't die when something casts death on you, you might instantly lose the game. It's bad design.
Well, presumably there's like a fucking Magatama that can make you immune to like darkness, right? Presumably.
Yes,
hopefully.
but that's what happens is you then have to spend everything on having that Magatama up. So
I mean there's Magatama with like innate resistances, right?
Yes.
Presumably one of them has to be innately immune to darkness. Hopefully, I assume.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
But basically a huge chunk of your game should not be dominated.
Yeah.
Unless you're making a cool indie game and trying to get across the point about how such and such a thing sucks because you don't have access to it. In which case,
need to resist the darkness of life or some shit.
I don't know. You could probably do a very good game about like structural discrimination, where everyone's like, oh, it's okay, you have all of these things, but only one of the things is actually only one of them is a thing you actually need, and you have to have that all the time, so you can't have any of the other things that people are telling you that everything's fine because you have all this other stuff. Like there's a lot of real world scenarios that you could drive at that way.
Once you're out of this contract, you start working on this.
Probably not. I have to remake my Newgrounds game first.
Oh yeah, fuck. That's really important.
That's.
Yeah, then we can use it for matching it with things.
Ooh, and then once you're done it, maybe you could send it to Fulp Senpai, and maybe he'll email you back again.
Did you email him in the first place?
No, well, you did. You've sent emails to Fulp Senpai and got replies.
Yes, because we were doing a business
That's
affair. It's an entire business.
Like, if I were you, every time I meet someone new, I would tell them that I've had correspondence with Fulp Senpai.
You
Holy-
fucking would.
And
That's the guy who made The Room the game. Like, holy shit. That's a big deal.
but if you
Also,
were me,
Castle Crashers is pretty good.
if you were me and you went around doing that, you wouldn't be me. You'd be you. Because
You'd be some other loser.
Yeah,
No, I'd be like a combination of you and me.
you'd be like a
Because,
combination
I
Pizza Hut and
would-
Taco Bell.
For the extra fanfic stuff.
One
It's
day I'll
called
actually
Dunkcest.
Oh, Christ.
Dunkcest Awakening.
just nifty redacted.
Come to me, Tom Fulp. Tom Fulp's such a Chad. Like, holy shit.
You standing him?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, man.
Esty, does this mean are these all these exchanges just turning Tom Fulp into like a wheel in this fictitious love triangle that definitely doesn't exist?
I don't know if you want it to be a third wheel in this.
No, I don't want there to be any wheels because the idea of there being fan fiction about me and Daryl makes me like slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable as well. But if Tom
Why
Fulp
do you
were
think
involved,
Esty's
I'd be
interested
like,
in
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this?
I mean, that's
I mean, the likelihood.
I'm
actually
okay
writing-
with being uncomfortable, alright. But if you're like,
That's what life's
if
all
you're
about.
like, hey Duncan, do you want this? I'm like, no, I don't.
I wouldn't write it if you guys. I'm not gonna write it because you're not comfortable. It's just funny to make jokes about that. That being said, I will always be proud of the fanfic that I wrote of Shaunik and his GM at the time of them tonguing into the sunset.
Oh, boy. Man, this makes me so upset. I better post some Tom Fulp fan art into the Discord.
There's fan out of him.
Oh, God, there's some fucking
Yeah,
Tom
there's
Fulp.
Tom
baby.
Fulp fan art. I didn't
Whoops,
realize
That's fine.
people stand were as big a stands for Tom Fulp as Daryl is until I met Daryl, and he just won't fucking talks about Tom Fulp almost as much as he talks about Tony J.
You know, boy.
Wow, you're
You
the
know
one that
when,
brought
like-
it up this time.
You know when, like, Gabe Newell talks about how, like, he played, fucking, Super Mario Bros. And he's like, holy shit, this is, like, the peak of game design? That's how I feel about Castle Crashers, the 64.
Is it true that
Yeah,
Gabe Newell has like one of the largest knife collections?
Oh, I forgot about that. God damn it.
Okay, so it is.
I think that was a thing, yeah. He does have a huge huge embarrassing knife collection, I believe. He's
Yeah,
also got a massive big pink cookie collection.
don't judge him for it. It's not very nice.
It's true, and if you ever found out you're judging him for it, he'd take one of those knives and he'd fucking fillet you. Tom Fulp, whoops. Sorry, I just can't stop thinking about Tom Fulp.
Welcome to
boy.
the Tom Fulp stream.
So the great thing if you ship Daryl with anybody, because he always has a different name, you can whatever it is write like that Cess, so it can be Tom Cess, and it would be completely fine because like you don't have a
there you
name.
go. Fulp on Fulp.
Fulp on Fulp.
Fulp action.
I'm sure I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna get like a news alert and it's gonna be like Tom Fulp is the Grand Dragon of the KKK and we're like, oh man.
Tom Fulp, me too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay, he's gay.
Is
Was that a Kevin
yeah.
Spacey joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to ask if you had like an inside scoop on Tom Fulp, but I guess that's the ship has sailed there.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, very, very disappointing. Now I gotta rewrite all my Fulp fics.
Your Fulp fictions.
Yeah, they're fulpfiction.com.
Thank you.
Damn it! I was gonna say that. I was waiting for you to stop speaking so I could be like fulpfiction.net.
So sorry I took that from you.
It's alright.
See, we're all ruining people's
More
lives.
likely than not, you were thinking of it before me, so I'll let you have credit because I only said it as I thought of it as I said it.
That's alright. We got the material out there. Later on, when I'm editing,
that
I can come
matters.
back and I can grab it and I can have it for an intro video or something. Yeah, I edited all the material from fanfiction.net. Not fanfiction, AO3. Man, I have fanfiction.net on the brain, and boy, is that something you don't want to have on
I
your
swear to
brain.
God, if that's you spamming some stupid fan art, I'm gonna be salty.
Hang on, is
Well,
who what?
Who, what, when?
Oh, my Discord's just going crazy, and I was
Oh,
just
no,
like, I swear to God, Daryl.
No, I've only sent a single picture of Tom Falk.
Okay.
I
That
sent
was
it
a
to
lie.
I sent it to the wrong Discord anyway, so it's all good.
I'd be temporarily excited that somebody was like spamming stuff into chat, and I'd be like, "Oh, first spammer."
Oh yeah, imagine if we got like bot spam or something. That'd be hype.
Do you really get bot
I mean,
spam
we already
on
have-
Twitch
We
anymore?
already have YouTube bots.
Yeah, we got like a little bit of bot action.
Which
Yeah.
we love.
Yeah. We love and cherish all of our bots.
I don't. Kill them all.
Are you gonna hack them?
Fuck them. No.
I like that reaction. That pleases me. Alright.
It's driving me insane. I don't know who it is, but somebody's just spamming the shit out of my Discord.
Wasn't me.
I bet.
Is there a Discord bot that will post the B movie script?
Duncan, no.
Probably.
Uh,
I really like
think
the
maybe
the
just
Todd Howard bot.
maybe just like a quote of the day bot, but all it does every day is quotes like another section of the B movie script.
Duncan, no.
I
The
really
movie script helped my friend have somebody stop hitting on her that she didn't want to talk to anymore.
I want to start trying to like write bots this year, so it might be a good like initial project to some sort of
Duncan, no.
B movie.
I fully support this.
See,
I'm sure
See,
Daryl does too.
at least one
because-
person's on board.
I'm sure Daryl does too because when I went to get rid of the B movie on PS2, he took it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in his room now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it framed.
Whenever he doesn't want me to get rid of a video game, he's like, it's a piece of history.
And by framed, I mean I'm going to commit a heinous crime and blame it on the PS2 copy of the B movie.
Sometime we should play Honey Heist and make it B movie themed.
I'm into
Oh,
it.
that's the bear role play, right?
Yeah, it's the Grant Howitt game where you're all playing bears trying to do a heist. You're trying to steal honey.
Oh yeah, okay. I know how you can do a B movie thing. After the end, like once you like heist all the honey, you actually get caught, and then you go to fucking court, and Barry B. Benson is persecuting you for the honey theft.
See, I was thinking it's AU B movie AU, and Barry Benson is a B cop and not a B lawyer.
Oh, he's a neat cop.
Daryl, no. No.
Daryl, yes. I'm liking this positive energy.
That's a bad voice clip for a fanfic.
Or B, baby.
No.
You don't have to be that way.
There we go.
No, I really want to play there's a
Disowning
new
all of you.
there's a new one-page RPG by that guy that is called Nice Marines, where you have to play a unit of heavily armed Warhammer 40k Space Marines trying to broker a peace treaty.
That sounds pretty good.
And it's like you don't need to roll for combat actions. You're great at you always succeed at all combat actions, and all your dice have to be assigned to like helping people, lifting heavy objects, saying
Shouldn't you be
kind
really good at
things.
lifting heavy objects as well?
Yeah, but in a way that doesn't kill or maim other people.
Oh yes, I understand. Yes.
Delicately lifting
Yeah.
objects.
Oh, these Pokemon questions suck.
Just look at more Odin
Oh,
Sphere.
okay, that's a decent one.
Oh,
Um,
is the answer Pokemon?
very similar to one of our Kingdom Hearts questions. We have someone.
Did Kyrie answer?
Oh, I wish. No, this one was actually Silver responding. What are all the Pokemon movies? I know. Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back. Pokemon Lucario Mew. Pokemon Rise of Darkrai. Wait.
Darkrai?
Hold on. Wait. How long has Darkrai been around? That's really new, isn't it?
No. It's pretty old.
Like how old? Okay, we might be having some.
Pokemon Platinum mold.
Oh fuck! When did Platinum come out?
It was a DS game.
Shit, we gotta get to the bottom of this. Oh, that was 08? Fuck.
This is just Daryl realizing how old he is.
Damn, that's crazy. I haven't been paying attention to Pokemon since fucking Emerald, so. What about Lucario? Well, I guess Lucario's gotta been around for a long time. Shit, I had no idea. I thought fucking, like, Darkrai was one of those, like, British Pokemon. Shit.
Pokemon?
Yeah, you know, like
The newest one is like a Scottish-British thing.
Yeah. That was one of those British boys.
I love this calling the Pokemon from that thing, the British Pokemon. Every
Pokemon.
single
Maybe
okay.
when they run out of names, they'll
Is-
start doing like Pokemon US and Canada and Pokemon Britain.
is
Okay, well-
is the battle cry for every Pokemon in that game. All right, Governor.
Yes.
Oh, it's
How'd you know?
Oh, you cheeky cunt! Just every time.
What's ho, chap?
How about
The
you?
elements are now just levels of class.
Yikes.
Are you fucking kidding, mate? You fucking
what, mate?
You fucking having a laugh? All right, that's it. The rest of the stream, me and Daryl are just gonna be fake British at each other.
Yeah, there we go. When you say "nar," it's great. It's like my favorite. Anyways, so before I got horribly distracted, so our top answer is indeed someone dryly listing every single
Copy and pasting the Wikipedia.
Pokemon movie. Maybe, I don't know. It's a numbered list, so it potentially might be. Oh boy, this is such a crazy website.
Oh my god, it just does not stop.
Go to fanfiction.
Okay.
See if there's any good Odin Sphere crossovers.
See, the problem is I don't know much about Odin Sphere, so it's hard for me to
I mean, we can help.
yeah, it's hard for me to tell what's spicy or not.
Just look at the crossovers.
I don't know this website as good as you do.
Oh, that's fair.
Looks like
You
confusing.
have got a wonderful opportunity to learn.
I don't know if Ooh, okay, that's good actually. We have all we need is the name. We have the title of this fic is Sex Thrasier.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you know, like Life Thrasier,
Yeah,
except Sex Thrasier. Yeah.
Oh, and they used the tag lemon,
Yeah.
followed by smut and porn.
It is apparently a rape-heavy fic.
Oh no.
Oh.
You know. Ooh, that's good. This one's called Odin's Fur.
No.
I'm only finding 4 explicit Odin Sphere fics. That's a little underwhelming, quite frankly. But there was some gold in there, so you know you can't complain too much.
If there is a fanfic where the highest HP class in TF2 is sexually assaulted, is that also a rape-heavy fic?
Oh boy. Ooh. The only problem with that is you're forgetting about the item that gives the soldier 600 extra health.
I pretend that the era of TF2 after the first set of items doesn't exist.
Oh man, once every like 2 or 3 months, I'll boot up the old 360 and go play base TF2.
Yeah, you still get to play like regular TF. Do people still play that on 360?
Presumably. I think I checked in like a year ago, and there was still like 20 some odd people playing it.
That's insane.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, I mean, it's like no update TF2.
Yeah.
Like Pyro doesn't have the air blast. I can't remember what else was added into TF2 like really early. But don't worry about it.
The sandwich, the croquettes change.
Yeah. None. All default items. No air blast. No force of nature. No hats. None of that shit. Totally default.
I like the sort of first wave of changes to TF2 when they added the first set of items for like, oh, I'm playing the heavy and literally nobody wants to heal me, so I can do a loadout so I can heal myself. And then they just kept going. I was like, guys, no, this
as Valve is wont to do, They just kept piling shit on top. They either do no shit or a mountain of shit.
And it was like the first time I could play a competitive shooter because I could actually like read all the classes on site, and then they decided to undo all that with cool hats and then make it a big meme where they're like, isn't it hilarious that we love to put lots of hats in the game? I'm like, I love you guys,
Yeah,
but also fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But also the Mario Kart level, the modded Mario Kart level of that game is so fun.
That one is news to me.
Oh, you haven't done the Mario Kart circuit? It's great.
I have basically only played vanilla ass default TF2.
Oh, okay. There are some
Weird.
really, really good fan made levels. I gotta send you a video later that there's basically a cheetah hell that somebody made for people who are idling on their server, and you got sent there. A cat would pop out in the background and fire lasers out of its eyes at you and fire bees out of its mouth.
Wow. Let's just do it. Let's just do some quick research here. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, this is interesting. No, that's not what I want. Stop it. All right. So we have a crossover fic, featuring Rize from Persona 4, Velvet from Odin Sphere, and Lucky Chloe from Tekken.
It's Velvet, not Violet.
Oh, there we
that's
go.
why
Yeah,
we're...
which features dancing and aliens.
Hang on, what? Can you just run those two things past me again?
Dancing and aliens. The description is literally there's some dancing and then aliens happen.
Oh, okay. So the aliens aren't necessarily dancing.
No. Perhaps the aliens dance. Perhaps they do not.
Okay.
Who's to say? Ooh, we have a tag here. I was just tired of most of their relationship stuff being sex. I just want romance, guys. Oh dear.
For what?
Just some Odin Sphere fic. That's just a tag on some Odin Sphere fic.
Oh, like that they're tired of all the fics they find are smut?
I should maybe. Who's to say?
I'm putting aside my like already established weird relationship with fan fiction where I'm like, why do people do this? Writing fan fiction about Odin Sphere seems extra weird to me.
Why is that?
I don't know, that game's already like really heavily plot. It doesn't really have characters where the characters like
Kingdom Hearts.
like they don't have the sort. It doesn't have the sort of characters that you really stand for.
What?
Okay. Interesting.
In Odin Sphere.
I have no input on that, but I can say interesting, and we'll call it a day.
Like they're not bad characters. They're just not like, oh my gosh, this person's such a standout.
They're all standouts, Duncan.
Alright.
They're all good boys.
Yep. That I won't. Disagree with that.
Not touching that one.
Except for maybe the wizard. He's not a good boy.
I stand the wizard.
I know you don't.
Yeah, fuck you. God, how did you see through that? God damn it. Fuck.
Do you stand the wizard because you have the power glove and it's so bad?
Don't.
No?
Sorry, I thought we were
Nobody?
talking about Stardew Valley. I
Not
take
a thing? Not one? Ugh.
No.
You know, the infamous shitty movie?
Yes, I know it exists. The poster for it lives on the wall at my work.
1989?
That was
I guess
a good fucking year, though.
I guess that this was intended for Daryl, and he just every time I'm like trying to reference some pop culture thing, and he's like, I've never interacted with this thing.
I feel so like dead inside whenever somebody's like, "Oh, that movie was amazing," and I'm just like,
So many people love that fucking movie.
See, that's how I feel when people say good things about David Cage products. I'm like, ooh, oh, yikes.
"Yikes on bikes."
He makes an alright detective game.
The the Connor part was quite good. I will say that.
I'd say pretty consistently in every single David Cage game where there's a detective, the detective parts of the game are like kind of interesting.
Okay, I will take kind of interesting. Yes, I will.
It's certainly better than playing LA Noire.
I
love that fucking
yikes.
game.
Uh-oh.
That was a fucking ridiculously hot take.
Oh, fuck. What are you on about?
It is not that hot. All I'm saying is I enjoyed playing Thing A more than I enjoyed Thing B.
Please elaborate. Why didn't you like Thing B?
Why did I not like... why didn't I like...
I love Thing B.
Do you specifically want to know why I didn't like LA Noire?
Yes, please tell me your gripes with LA Noire. I want to drink them like an appropriate...
He wants to be angry with you.
So I did like the first case in LA Noire with the jewelry store. The guy...
Oh, like when you're still a beat cop?
Yeah.
That doesn't fucking count.
And I had like put... So firstly, I failed that case because I parked my car and then an NPC drove into my car and my car wheeled into part of the crime scene and then I got a game over because I contaminated the crime scene.
That is hilarious.
I was like, wow, top 10 Ace Games design, an agent in the world making me fail this case without me doing anything. That's rad.
That's realistic 1940s America.
And then I got to the part where you're interrogating the person, and I had like put everything together in my head, but apparently I wasn't picking the right choices in the dialogue to get to the questions that I actually wanted to ask because I had actually worked out what was happening, and then I was like, fuck this game. This is not fun. This is like this is like playing the later cases in Phoenix Wright, only you don't have a cast full of charming characters and intriguing plot to hold everything together.
One, it is wrong to stop at only one case. And two, I'll tell you the secret to enjoying LA Noire. What you do is early on in the game, you pause and you go on the internet and you go to GameFAQs.com. And then, if you can put together the crime ahead of time, then great. But if you happen to be doing like a really bullshit case, then you can know all the dumb bullshit that you need to do to properly get the result that you want.
That game is a walkthrough, baby.
Holy fuck, yeah.
Otherwise, you might have a guy kick a chair at you.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it was in a bucket?
Yeah, it was bucket.
I think it was different things depending on the case.
Yeah, well, we definitely both fucked up the same case. It was like the first DLC case. Yeah, fuck that case.
One.
Yeah. Where you need to like be in the office at the right time for an officer to be like, oh, I saw a car driving down the road, and then you're like, fuck, I better go chase that car. Boy, oh boy, such a quality game. Except for like the shooting and the driving, but apart from that, it's a quality game.
But yeah, that to me is like a huge sin in a puzzle investigation game is where you have put the solution together, the correct solution. I did go and verify. I'm not just like making shit up, but my suspicions were correct.
Ooh, I hate when you're like, am I doing this right? No, I can't be doing this right because I'm not getting the thing, and then like it turns out you were doing it right.
Yeah, it's just so bad in any sort of puzzle scenario, especially. Because then it's like you're questioning all your future assumptions about that. You never know if you're doing it right again anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it is fair to say that with like LA Noire, it's really hard to know when to lie and when to doubt. Because oftentimes they're very similar. And sometimes like you can be like, oh, this is a lie because I have the evidence that's pertinent to this thing, but it's like, oh no, actually you're supposed to doubt and then lie, and it's like, like that sort of shit happens.
But yeah, in say Heavy Rain, I just think Heavy Rain's investigations were my favorite. Was like you were doing, because you were investigating like a single case, right? Like there was one thing you were interested in, and you could fuck up aspects of evidence gathering because it had that nice sequence near the end of the game that was like, okay, put all these things together, and if with everything you've gathered you can do 3 out of 5 of the clues, then you've got enough to like get him to the last part of the game.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like there are good things in Heavy Rain. I guess.
Calm down, like breathe. You
yeah,
got this.
It's like a heavily labored sigh on that.
I liked Shelby's sections. They were good.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like
Why?
the part where he shot like 20 guys for no reason? Was that a part that you liked?
He shot
Didn't
20...
you know it was my favorite part? No, I
He
don't
shot
know.
like 20
Yeah.
guys because he's a sociopath.
Yeah, but he's not like
The game- they get-
Okay, here's one of the big things for me about that is that like 3 people, give or take, have died up until that point in the entire script. And then fucking Shelby rolls up and ices like 30 dudes like it's he's fucking Rambo.
Yep.
Like it's such a wild tone shift that's like, who the fuck wrote this shit? Oh right, it's David Cage. Oh yeah. Yeah, right, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like playing a really bad movie because it's a really bad movie.
Yeah, yeah. It's not even like playing B movie where you're like, oh yeah, it's a B movie. It's like, no, it's like a fucking D movie. And the D stands for Doug Walker.
Man,
What?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to know about your beef with Doug Walker. All right.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about that online. He'll find me and spam my email or something.
Universes.
Oh man. Oh, D-Walk.
Oh, that cosplaying Puka's really cute. I love
Which
it.
one?
You're one.
We're
Esty.
both doing.
But, like, it's Gwendolyn's dress, right?
Yeah, I
was
really
gonna
like that
have it
dress.
With, I don't know if I have time to draw a cake. I was gonna do a ring of Tichel cake. You know those like funnel cakes?
You
Okay.
can get different minutes.
We can also run the stream a little bit later. I don't mind. if we
Oh,
still
I
stuff
don't
in
know
there.
if we have that in the schedule.
There's my cake.
There we go, we're good.
Got to
You go.
point out, Daryl, at the beginning of the stream, I don't think I listed itinerary keeper off for your titles. Sorry.
I got a promotion.
Okay, who promoted Daryl?
The
It
head
wasn't
of
me. It
HR.
wasn't
What?
me. Don't blame me.
Which person who was not me?
Is the
He
head
said head of HR.
yeah, it's the head of HR.
HR, you don't get to approve yourself as HR. Somebody else has to
Shit.
say you're going to be promoted, and then you approve that promotion.
Unless this is The Office and Pam just decides she has a new job.
Well, fuck, spoilers! Jesus.
Oh man, I love the idea that Daryl is the Pam of
thanks, man.
the stream.
I'm actually, fuck, what's that guy's name? Sting?
What?
The singer?
No, fuck. God, what's that guy's name?
Barry?
Yeah, give me like 20 minutes.
Like, you've got 2.
We're going over schedule.
Alright.
I thought that wasn't in the time.
Yeah,
I made time.
I made time.
Fuck.
Oh,
God damn it. I'm sure some of our viewers like really fucking mad at me right now. Fuck, what's that motherfucker's name?
that one movie? That one movie, Horrible
yeah,
Bosses, is that actually about Daryl? Because, you know, feeling that right now.
It's really distressing.
No, I'm gonna, if everyone's cool, I want to go for like another 15 minutes.
I'm fine
Yeah,
with
if you want
that.
to.
I was really slow getting started with my
Creed?
loading.
Oh, Creed? Yeah. I know
Yeah,
who you're talking
Creed.
about.
There we go.
What about Creed?
That's who I am. I'm not Pam, I'm Creed.
I don't know what you're even referring to.
Isn't that fucking guy's name?
From
Yeah,
what?
it's Creed.
I haven't watched The Office.
You know, Creed.
No, we're talking
You
about
say
Yeah,
Archer.
Creed.
but I don't know.
The band Creed.
Yeah. Creed, yeah, Creed. There we go.
Like the Metroid
Nice.
boss?
Yeah, like the Metroid boss. You know, The Office?
I know who you're talking about.
What if Samus Aran did
Yeah,
work in
Creed.
an office? Samus Aran Safety Inspector. Come and be like, look like you got a
Samus
case.
Aran.
I thought you were
Looks,
looking at
looks like
Fleet.
you got a case
I
of the
was not looking
Metroids
at
here.
What? No!
Dear
You
Nintendo.
Oh,
No, I reached my layer limit.
Dear Nintendo.
Oh no.
No, don't kill me.
When do I get my game
What's
about
the layer limit on
Samus Aran being a single working mom? What is your layer limit?
127.
That's not
that?
many layers.
Sai is like 250.
What?
Paintil Sai is like 250.
It depends on the size of the thing.
Oh, that's the point.
Of the canvas?
Yeah. And I
Oh,
choose to
okay.
work at a slightly larger canvas.
I can't believe you didn't like LA Noire. Fuck.
You're so angry.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty.
That's a good game. Apart from the parts that aren't good.
Those are plentiful as well.
Yeah,
Near
but
the end of the game.
oh god, oh boy. We don't talk about Jack Kelso. But,
I didn't enjoy it. It was not an enjoyable experience for me. It was a frustrating.
How
experience for me.
dare! I'm kidding. I don't care.
you should give it another try.
I wouldn't if somebody was like, should I play LA Noire? I wouldn't dissuade them from it based on my bad experience. Like I might be like, I had a bad experience with it, but don't let that stop you.
But I also have two dork friends that go crazy about it.
Yeah, it's fucking it's a good game. It's a quality game. Well, yeah, it's quality.
Yeah,
yeah.
but listen, the two dorks who are currently like LA Noire quality game also go wild for Yick. So
Whoa.
Hey.
I gotta go read some Yick Steam reviews now. Thanks a lot.
Is it like overwhelmingly negative?
People fucking hate that. Everybody hates that game.
Good.
I hate that game. Oh shit, Yick's on discount. Fuck. Or bye now. Oh, actually, it's a solid 50% mix.
That's weird.
Wow.
I don't like that.
That's surprising. Yick.
I
That's like $10.
don't imagine it's as
Whatever. That can flatten.
bad as you guys have made it sound by overselling its goodness.
It's pretty bad. Pretty fucking bad.
Some positive things.
Yeah, the soundtrack, Toby Fox
Yeah,
soundtrack.
Music is great.
It's a good soundtrack.
The
Yeah.
hours of rhetoric of himself stroking his own dick, not so fun.
Shit, monologuing.
Ugh.
I'm very offended that when you go on the Steam page, I'm not logged in by the way. When you go on the Steam page, for Yick, it says more like this, Persona 4 Golden. That's intensely funny.
I don't want to ask a bunch of Yick questions because I am going to stream it in a bit, in a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. I forgot that was actually going to happen. Shit.
Yeah, it's not going to happen for a little while because it's the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam soon.
Oh, nice.
And I don't want to. I want to do that, and then I will start doing Yick stream probably on Saturdays until I get sick of it or
I hope
I beat
what
it.
happens is that Nifty gets like totally hooked on Yick and just like drops everything else to fucking get to the end of Yick. That would please me greatly.
Why?
That's not gonna happen.
It'd be very funny.
It was like a fucking red letter day that I spent so much time playing. I played Final Fantasy VII Remake so intently.
Yeah, that was quite a red letter day.
It's not my use to be like, hey, this RPG. I really want to play what would be a 2-hour movie plot in 40 hours, poorly translated from Japanese. Thank you.
Is that FF7?
That's most JRPGs.
Including FF7?
Yes.
Is that particularly poorly translated?
The original one certainly is.
Yeah.
Really? I had no idea.
Tim Rogers did an entire fucking 40 hours of video where he basically went over every single thing that was not translated correctly.
I love that man.
That's very exciting.
This man, I think that's one of them.
Wow.
They made it more apparent that like what's her nut is just fucking thirsty for Cloud, right? In the remake.
That's like a
Jessie?
major plot.
You mean Jessie or you mean
Yeah, that one.
Aerith?
Oh, is that also?
Aerith is less thirsty, much less thirsty.
Is she less thirsty?
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean,
She's
I assume-
playful, but she's not thirsty.
I assume a lot of it is related to plot stuff. Why she's less thirsty.
Yeah.
Dude, the bit where Aerith
She's actually.
threatens to embarrass Cloud in front of her mom just made me like laugh out
Yeah,
loud. It was
it's so
good.
funny. Fuck, I love Aerith in this one. She's so good.
Yum.
I'm gonna have to be lazy with this part.
Don't do it.
No, I don't want to merge those groups.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna merge these groups.
No.
It's too late.
You
I'm
can't
sorry to
do-
disappoint you. It's done.
You cannot undo.
Your thing doesn't have the equivalent of like small objects, Jade.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I might. Who knows? Who's to say?
That's my line.
I know. That's why I said it.
Look at this, yo.
Fucking steal it before Daryl can
Oh,
get
it's
in
not
there.
like that.
Okay, good.
What do you
Okay, I
want,
can flatten
Yub?
that. Okay.
You are a Yub. Yes. Are you gonna beat me up? Come on, do it. I dare. Woo! Don't fall. Yeah. You're so clumsy. Yes, you are clumsy. You are a clumsy Yub. You're shedding all over me. It's really annoying. Yes.
You say that, but yet you keep her on your lap.
Yeah, I could duplex her ass, but I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, you're a fucking Yub. You're a Yub. I'm just waiting for you to find an excuse to kick my ass. I know you're thinking about it.
But she's an attention-seeking good girl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, enough? Where are you going? You are old. Okay, bye.
Wow, rude.
Yeah, I know. I got
You're
her.
old.
Show her who's boss.
Don't be mean to my super senior cat.
Old! You're like senile and shit. It's funny.
I mean, she is developing dementia.
Get dunked on!
God damn it. You're so mean to my baby.
Did you like my epic Undertale reference?
No, I'm so done with Undertale.
You're Dundertale?
Ugh, yikes.
If it wasn't for the fact that I don't want to go through the process, I was gonna jokingly just leave the stream.
Alright.
Except it would cut out both Daryl and Shaunik.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the quality of the stream would just crash through the floor.
Go pretty high.
Yeah, there we go.
We'd probably lose like 50% of our viewers like right at that moment.
Yeah. Then we'd only have 2.5 viewers, and I'd feel bad for whoever. died as a
somebody's
result.
somebody's 0.5 of a viewer now. That must
Exactly.
suck.
I feel really bad about it. Anyways, so my plan for next week is instead of whatever game we were going to do, we are instead going to do Doki Doki Literature Club, and we're going to cross it with Undertale. Pretty
Wha-
original, huh?
Why?
It just sounds like a sick ass mashup, you know?
Darling, can you fetch my liquor from the cabinet?
I mean, I don't see it.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick Google just to make sure no one's thought of this before, all right? I wonder if Toby Fox just played Doki Doki.
He probably has.
Oh, fuck! People have thought of this before! Okay, well, that's out the window.
That's okay. We could potentially think of it better, but I'm still waiting with bated breath for you to kind of like sell me this pen, you know?
So, sell you a pen?
Sell
Have you
me.
not seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, have you not seen Wolf of Wall Street? Because that's
No, of course. I've seen like 4 movies.
okay.
One of them is End of Ava.
It's true.
One of them's rude.
It's true. And that
And-
takes up like half my capacity
One
right
of them
there.
is that fucking Steven Spielberg movie you guys
No,
watched
it was
earlier.
Steven Seagal. Very different
Very,
from
very
Steven
similar. Watch another one of those movies.
Yeah,
No!
God, we gotta find a way to get a good man.
I don't want to go through
I would,
another.
I would love to watch a good man. He's got end of a gun, back of a gun, bottom of gun,
Butt of a gun.
big fat gun, tactically wide gun. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, we fucked up. We shouldn't have insulted Steven Seagal on stream. Now he's gonna fucking come tactical us all to death.
With his sunglasses
I don't
on.
think he can fit through our fucking door.
You're
my
right, I'm safe.
Or turn the lights off so he can't see us with his stupid sunglasses on.
Oh, baby. Welcome to the Steven Seagal stream.
Or like duck underneath him because he can't see
There's
below
a-
his fat ass fucking stomach.
Fun
my
fact
God.
about Steven Seagal. Him and Tony J are really good friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Hopefully he joins him soon.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you guys.
I'd watch that movie. That'd be sick.
I meant in the afterlife.
Oh,
I gotta remind you guys that I think last time we talked about Steven Seagal, I went and looked it up. There is a unreleased Steve Seagal game. So
right.
so
yeah.
if you want to do like you want to pitch that, you want to be like, hey, what we should do is Steve Seagal thing. Like, you have...
wait, I got one. All right, so it's that Steven Seagal game, Five Nights at Freddy's. So you're sitting in a chair the whole time.
They're laughing because in the movie they watched, he sat in a chair the entire movie.
Pretty much the
Yeah.
entire movie.
That's a lot of his films. Oh boy.
What's the plot synopsis of End of a Gun?
Oh Jesus.
I really like the Van Damme movie where Van Damme plays himself and has to foil a robbery at a post office.
Oh,
That sounds like-
JCVD. Yeah. That movie's fucking weird.
Yeah, fucking depressing as hell ending.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh yeah, 2008. Damn, JCVD. Oh wow.
The End of a Gun. The plot is literally 2 sentences on Wikipedia. The plot synopsis.
Yes.
Former DEA agent gets involved with a woman, Lisa. When he shoots the man beating her up, she suggests he help her steal $2 million from a drug lord. That's the entire plot synopsis.
I wish like that's literally where it ends. She's like, "Hey, we can make a lot
How
of
the
money,"
fuck's
and
it
it's just
distributed by Lionsgate.
that. He must know someone. Oh man, that JCVD film's like it's a fucking bomb. Holy shit!
Damn it.
It's a weird movie.
They lost like $10 million.
$10 million. Hang on, $10 million isn't like a lot to lose for Hollywood, right?
I'm not sure this is like a full Hollywood film.
Because it's like, hang on.
Yeah, I think it was just some weird French movie.
Yeah, it's a French movie.
Yeah, that lost.
Yeah,
a fuckload
the
of money.
average cost to produce major movie studio is around $65 million. So when you say something lost $10 million, it lost like 20% of the average movie budget.
This film had a $12 million budget and it lost $10 million.
Yeah,
it's probably not you know.
I mean, The Room was also a box office bomb.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen that.
and it's an immortal classic.
I think you would actually, you might actually hate it, Jade, for similar reasons to why you had a burning passion of hatred for Idiocracy.
I don't have a passionate hatred for that. I just didn't like it.
Okay, I misspoke.
Yeah, wait, have you not seen The Room, Jade?
No.
Whoa. Damn.
We've had this discussion before.
And we'll have it again until she's watched The Room. We gotta make this happen sometime.
I'm pretty sure it's licensed, so we can't do Room stream. Also, I don't want to.
Yeah, no. Tommy Wiseau would come down on us fucking hard.
No, it'd be like whoever fucking publishes this shit.
Oh yeah, it's probably some like Bulgarian
Crime syndicate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to be hunted by Bulgarian criminals? Because I know I don't.
It's Gene Laundry. America Clothes or
Street Fashions USA.
Street
That's
Fashion.
the one. That's the one. Yeah, that all his Tommy was own trivia. It's all tucked away up here, baby.
Fucking off-run Levi's.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
imported Korean jeans or some shit.
They're like defects.
Yeah.
These are like defect jeans that he bought like wholesale.
Apparently, he made a fuckload of money doing that somehow.
It's
Ooh.
literally money laundering now.
Okay, so the room was distributed by Chloe Productions and TPW Films.
Okay, I'm gonna say I'm done at this point, mostly because if I keep going, I'll probably be working on it for like another hour and a bit.
with light?
That's cool. We're gonna wrap up because I was like, let's go for another 15 minutes, and another 15 minutes has now elapsed. So, oh, you've got the fruits and stuff look so happy to be matched and disappear into the aether forever.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the cosplay on your one is cute as well. I didn't before when I was talking about Estes, you were like working on a face or something, so I couldn't see the rest of it. And then that's a delicious looking cake. Obviously, this game needs delicious looking food.
I know, that's one of the reasons I picked it was because Muramasa and Vanillaware in general just have delicious looking food, and in any of their games, you're just like, I just want to eat that. I just want to pull it out of the fucking screen and eat it.
The reason I chose 15 was because the food looked fucking amazing in that game.
And then Shonik's thing is slightly disturbing. Thank you.
As Shonik do. I like except so that art kind of reminds me of like Don't Starve Together.
Yeah. No, I dig the look of it. It's real cool.
Or maybe Blind Princess or Liar Princess.
That pepper or whatever looks way too happy that it's about to be blended.
I mean, it looks exactly like it does in the game.
Yeah, that is true.
Except for it's not blowing fire all over him.
I wear that cute one.
Do you think this guy's life is like these peppers are really cute and happy and he has to blend them and he's just like traumatized?
He's probably sick of them burning him.
Traumatized by all the screaming.
Like, people get used to slaughtering cute animals, so I'm sure this puka will be fine.
So next week we're doing Catherine Full Body because it's coming out for the Switch.
Oh, really?
Yep. Switch release.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We talked about this before the stream. I guess you'll...
I try to forget everything that happens here. Alright. So, alright, here we go. Instead of Vincent Brooks, it's Alex from Dick.
Hey, dude, don't blow your load now. Save it for next week.
Girl or Lisa Lamb?
You need to talk about it for at least 60 seconds. So just hold that thought, all right?
Elevator.
Oh yeah. God, that's good.
Water cisterns or whatever.
Yikes.
Thanks for coming to our stream, checking us out. Follow us if you're on Twitch, or like, comment, or ring that subscribe bell if you're on YouTube. And check out our last stream, which was Cooking Mama and Last of Us.